The energy surrounding the latest season of Mystery at Blind Frog Ranch began with the familiar thrum of anticipation. Viewers tuned in expecting long nights of investigation, hidden chamber hunts, and the relentless chase for answers buried beneath the rugged landscape of Uintah County. Yet, as the episodes unfolded, fans noticed something unusual. The pacing felt different. The arc seemed to tighten more quickly than in previous runs. The storyline appeared ready to wrap itself up long before audiences felt it had even reached cruising altitude. And now, as the network quietly shifts promotional tone and the episode count becomes clearer, a single question hangs in the air. Why is the season ending early? While the network hasn't provided any on-air explanation, the curiosity among fans continues to rise. Enthusiasts of the show are combing through every scene, every edit, every hint from the cast's social media activity, and every detail of the production timeline to try to make sense of the mysterious early conclusion. What they found paints a picture as layered and enigmatic as the ranch itself: one part production chaos, one part cast uncertainty, and one part potentially explosive discoveries that may have forced the team to cut things short. A season that began like a storm, then shifted from the first episode. Viewers felt the momentum. The team arrived with more advanced equipment, more aggressive drilling strategies, and more urgency than ever before. The ranch felt restless, as though something massive lay under the soil, pulsing just out of reach. The tone suggested the season would be one of the biggest yet, perhaps even rivaling the explosive second and third seasons when the show first hit its stride. But somewhere after the mid-season mark, several cracks appeared. Episodes seemed to jump more abruptly between scenes. Investigations cut away sooner than expected. Some anticipated follow-ups on earlier clues never surfaced. Instead of extended build-ups to big reveals, the story moved in sharp, unexpected pivots. Fans began noticing that the usual rhythm of the show was missing, as if a chapter had been skipped without explanation. This is when the speculation began. Theory 1. Production faced unpredictable obstacles. One of the most commonly discussed reasons among the fan base points to production logistics. Blind Frog Ranch is not just a remote location. It's practically a labyrinth of natural hazards. Mudslides, flash flooding, equipment failures, wildlife interruptions, and even private land restrictions challenged the crew throughout filming. This season, viewers spotted several indicators that conditions may have been more intense than usual. Lighting and weather continuity varied drastically between scenes. The team frequently worked against tight time windows, and some scenes hinted at unexpected storm interference. Fans also noticed the heavy reliance on nighttime work, something that typically signals that daytime windows may have been lost or compromised. Some believe the crew may have lost multiple filming days, forcing the season to be edited into a shorter, more compressed format. If a significant dig or exploration area had to be shut down due to safety, this could have ripple effects through the entire narrative arc. There is even a circulating theory among the show's online fandom that certain tunnels or shafts became unstable midway through the season. If that happened, producers may have been forced to pull the plug on deeper investigations, leading to an abrupt season conclusion. Theory 2. Cast concerns impacted scheduling. Another speculation circulating in fan groups focuses on the cast, particularly the grueling physical toll the ranch has taken on its central investigators over the years. Duane Ollinger, the strong-willed ranch owner who leads the operation, has been the subject of fan concern since earlier seasons. Loyal viewers noticed signs of visible fatigue, slower movement, and moments where he appeared to be pushing through physical strain. Although nothing official has been announced, the audience has long speculated that he may be dealing with health challenges off-screen. This season amplified those concerns. Fans observed that certain episodes featured less hands-on involvement from Dwayne, with Chad and Charlie taking on more field responsibilities. Feature moments seemed to show Dwayne participating in shorter sequences than usual, and several operations were led without him present. Fans who track filming timelines on social media noted gaps where cast activity noticeably dropped. While this is far from confirmed, there is a belief among the community that an unexpected health-related pause could have caused the production schedule to tighten, ultimately influencing how many episodes could be completed. Even if the issues were minor, any shift in availability for a central cast member, especially the ranch's primary decision-maker, could drastically alter the season structure. Theory 3. A discovery too big to continue filming. Blind Frog Ranch thrives on its aura of secrecy. Strange lights, underground chambers, metallic anomalies, UAP activity, Native American lore, mysterious radiation spikes, and the infamous gallium-rich rocks that still puzzle both researchers and mining experts. But fans believe this season may have stumbled upon something far bigger than the production expected. Throughout the early episodes, the team recorded unusually high metal readings near the geological fault. They encountered multiple obstructions, including rock layers containing metallic signatures unlike anything previously detected at the site. On-camera reactions suggested genuine surprise and even concern when the readings didn't match known mineral deposits. A subset of fans believes the team may have discovered something sensitive. Not treasure in the Hollywood sense, but perhaps a historical or archaeological element that triggered legal or governmental involvement. The show has previously hinted at unmarked burial sites, sealed chambers, and artifacts that might require special permits to excavate. If the team discovered something that required immediate cessation of digging, such as human remains, a sacred site, or a structure protected under federal or tribal law, the production would need to halt without warning. This could easily result in a shortened season without an on-camera explanation, especially if discussions are ongoing behind the scenes. Theory 4. The network is restructuring. The episode format is also a much simpler theory, rooted in the business side of television. Networks regularly adjust their programming strategy depending on viewership patterns, advertising demand, budget allocations, and competitive scheduling. This season, viewers noticed that promotional material seemed more subdued. Trailers were shorter, teasers less frequent, and cross-promotional appearances limited compared to previous years. This raised eyebrows among longtime followers. Some speculate that the network may have opted for a shorter experimental season to test whether a condensed format would boost audience retention, similar to mid-season event runs used for other docu-investigative shows. Shorter seasons can create urgency, reduce filler content, and potentially cut production expenses without diminishing the brand's appeal. If the network sees strong engagement despite fewer episodes, it might consider keeping future seasons tight and focused. For fans, however, the shift feels abrupt, especially when the world of Blind Frog Ranch already thrives on extended mysteries and long-form narrative arcs. Theory 5. The storyline reached a natural cliffhanger earlier than expected. Another possibility is creatively driven rather than logistical. The show's producers may have found themselves with an unexpectedly strong mid-season discovery that served as a natural breaking point for the story. If the team hit a wall, literally or figuratively, that required months of analysis, specialized equipment, or new permits, it could make sense to end the season early, leaving the heavy work for the next installment. Past seasons of the series have often relied on slow builds toward a finale, but this time, the narrative heat intensified much earlier, peaking before the traditional finale window. A sudden season wrap could be an intentional storytelling move to preserve the impact of that discovery and maintain momentum for a later premiere. Fans react. Confusion, fascination, and restless anticipation. Fan forums, Reddit threads, Facebook groups, and TikTok commentary have erupted with discussion about the early ending. Some express frustration, feeling that the shortened season deprives them of deeper insights into one of the most intriguing digs yet. Others are fascinated, convinced that the early wrap is proof that something extraordinary occurred off-camera. There is also a fair amount of worry, especially around the cast's well-being and the increasing physical demands of the investigations. Many viewers invest in the personalities as much as the mysteries, and any hint of distress quickly sparks community concern. Yet despite the disappointment, the speculation has generated an unexpected benefit, an intense wave of fan engagement. Discussions about the ranch's anomalies, caverns, tunnels, liquid metal pockets, radiation, gold signatures, aqua excavans, magnetic anomalies, have reached new heights. Theories are flying faster than ever. Curiosity is swelling. Anticipation is escalating. What the early ending likely means for the future thing is almost certain. A shortened season rarely signals the end of a franchise. If anything, it suggests a recalibration rather than a cancellation. Blind Frog Ranch remains one of the most discussed and uniquely positioned investigative shows on television today. The mix of science, legend, geology,